For years, the story of solar was all about the tax credit, right? It felt like the main reason to put panels on your roof was that big check from the government. But that era is over. So what happens now that the main incentive is gone? Well, the answer might just change the way you think about power, your home, and your future.
So let's get right to it. This is the big question on everyone's mind. Is solar still worth it without that tax break? It's a fair question, and it might feel like the sun is setting on the whole idea of residential solar. But the reality? Oh, it's so much more interesting and frankly, a lot more empowering for you. You see, the entire conversation around solar has done a complete 180. It's no longer about getting a rebate from Uncle Sam. Now the new reality is about something much, much bigger. We're talking about real energy independence, true security. It's about taking back control. But before we can really dig into this new reality, we have to bust a huge myth that's got a lot of people stuck on the sidelines. It's this very tempting idea that the best thing to do right now is to just wait and see. You've probably heard this rumor, right? It's floating around everywhere, this idea that, hey, if I just hold off for a year or two, another big tax credit is going to magically reappear. It sounds good, sure, but is it actually a smart financial move? The answer, in no uncertain terms, is no. Absolutely not. Honestly, betting on a political maybe while your utility bills are guaranteed to go up, well, that's just a losing game. Let's break down exactly why. Just take a look at this. It's a pretty stark comparison. On the left, you've got your utility bill, which we all know is on an escalator going one way, up. On the right, you have a solar bill, which locks in your energy rate for the next 25 years or more. Every single month you wait, you are just throwing money away to the utility company. That money you think you're saving by waiting? It's not real. It's just disappearing into rate hikes. Okay, so if waiting is clearly a bad idea, what's the right way to think about this? To understand the shift, we need to look at a powerful, real-world example that shows how solar is moving from being a nice, incentivized perk to an absolute essential. This quote from Puerto Rico, it just says everything. After the grid completely collapsed there, the return on investment for solar had nothing to do with a tax form. No way. The ROI was about survival. It was about being able to keep the lights on, keep medicine refrigerated, and keep your family safe. That's a perspective shift that changes everything. And this leads us to this really critical concept, necessity-driven solar. It's not about chasing a government handout anymore. It's about looking at our aging, increasingly vulnerable grid and realizing that being 100% dependent on it is a massive liability for your family. Now here's something you probably weren't expecting. The end of the tax credit, it actually has a surprising hidden benefit for you, the consumer. It's actually forced the market to become more transparent and a whole lot more honest. Think about it. Without that big tax credit to hide behind and fudge the numbers, installers have to compete on a level playing field. They can't obscure the real cost anymore. They have to offer competitive pricing and real transparent value. And in that scenario, you're the one who wins. I'm sure you've heard a version of this old sales pitch, right? This was a line some shady companies used to justify inflating their prices. Because hey, if the government is paying for it, who's going to notice? Well, that kind of fuzzy math is gone now, and that is a very, very good thing for all of us. So, if the big value of solar isn't the tax credit anymore, what is it? Let's talk about the real metrics, the tangible, real-world benefits that are making solar such a smart move in this new era. This right here is the new math. This is how you should be thinking about solar's value. Avoided outage costs. It's not just about what you save on your bill each month. It's about calculating all the money you don't lose when the power inevitably goes out. And believe me, these costs add up fast. We're talking hundreds of dollars in groceries you have to throw in the trash, maybe another few $100 for a hotel room because your house is unlivable. And if you work from home, a power outage that lasts a few days could cost you thousands in lost wages. Suddenly, investing in a solar and battery system looks like a no-brainer. And let's be real. Your utility company's business model is built on one thing and one thing only: raising your rates. It's what they do. Solar is the exact opposite. It's your personal shield, your hedge against inflation. You are locking in your energy costs for the next 2 or 3 decades. That's real financial security. This metaphor just nails it, doesn't it? The solar industry doesn't need government training wheels anymore to be successful. It has grown up. It's a mature, essential home service that provides real, tangible value all on its own. And this, right here, is the new reality. This isn't about finding a clever tax loophole. This is about building a fortress for your home, a fortress that protects your family from an unpredictable grid and from costs that are only going to keep climbing. Now that is a value proposition that is pretty hard to argue with.
So, as we move forward, the question you need to ask yourself isn't just about saving a few bucks. It's much deeper than that. It's about security. It's about independence. So take a hard look at your own situation and ask, is my home truly ready for what's coming next?